Hello, today I have brought social studies of grade 9 and the subject matter or the topic which I am going to discuss is about concept of development, its prerequisites and infrastructures of development. First of all, dear students, we need to understand what development means. Development is a positive and progressive change that takes place on an individual's community, society, and nation. It is a gradual and continuous process of improving the living standard of the people. And the ultimate goal of development is to upgrade the living standard of the people. There are 5 basic types of development. They are physical, intellectual, social, emotional, and moral. Now, why do we need development? We need development to make the human life easy, prosperous, and joyful by fulfilling the needs, to increase self-dependency and competence, to ensure economic and social interaction, to lead traditional thoughts towards contemporary thoughts. When the lifestyle of people is changed progressively throughout the country, it is considered as development of the country. Now I will discuss about developed countries and developing countries. The countries which are being developed at a rapid pace and gaining high standard of living are called developed countries. The people living in such countries are educated. They are mostly engaged in industry, trade and service sectors. The infrastructure of development are well developed and the life expectancy of people is also very high. Now come to developing countries. The countries which are being developed at a slow pace and having a slow economic and technical growth rate are called developing countries. The literacy rate is also low in such countries. The people are mostly engaged in agriculture sector and animal rearing. Infrastructure of development are not such developed. Now, how do we measure whether the people are having standard of living or not? That is through economic indicator. First of all, let us understand what do we mean by economic indicator. The statistics which represents the level of economic development are called economic indicators. Following indicators, economic indicators, are used to measure the level of economic progress of a country. Gross domestic product, GDP, the monetary value of all goods and services produced within a nation's geographic borders over a specific period of time is known as GDP. That is gross domestic product. Now come to gross national product, GNP. The economic statistics that includes GDP plus any income earned by residents from overseas investments minus income earned within the domestic economy by overseas residents is called gross national product. Now, per capita income, that is PCI, the average earning of an individual of a country in a year is called per capita income. It is calculated by dividing the gross domestic product, GDP, of region with its total population. Mathematically, if you want to find out per capita income, PCI, then we need to divide GDP by total population. Now come to prerequisites of development. Only the availability of means and resources is not sufficient for development. In order to mobilize the available means and resources, certain preconditions are needed which are called prerequisites. Or prerequisite means if something is required in advance of something else, or pre means before. So what are necessary things which are required for development? So I will explain some of the points about the prerequisites of development. Literacy. In general, literacy is the ability to read and write and solve simple arithmetic and awareness about health and sanitation. Literate people can read and write. They can communicate in a comfortable way with others and enhance their knowledge. In the past, literacy was defined as the knowledge of 3 R's, which means reading, writing, and arithmetic. But the modern concept of literacy is different. It includes 7 R's, which means reading, writing, arithmetic, rights, responsibilities, relationship, and recreation. Literacy helps to exhibit hidden talents, the means by which people are empowered and they become capable to contribute in various aspects of development. It is believed that literacy was started in Nepal from Gurukul education, and the literacy rate of Nepal was less than 2%, that is before 2007 BS. After the advent of democracy, according to the census of Nepal 2068 BS, the literacy rate is 65.9%. Literacy helps to make people aware about their rights and responsibilities in an individual. It also develops skills and increase the level of income. Now come to next point, that is entrepreneurships. Entrepreneurship is the capacity and willingness of an individual that encourages him or her to take a financial risk and run any enterprise of profit. Without entrepreneurships, there cannot be development of agriculture, industry, trade, and commerce. Entrepreneurs not only get profit from their business but also create employment opportunities to others. Because of it, there is innovation in various economic sectors and the economy of the country raise up. The more the development of entrepreneurships, the more the revenue increases through tax. It is also the effective ways of capital formations. Capital formation helps in further investment and thereby more export and more earning of foreign currency, which helps in the balance of payment. Now come to people's participation. The involvement of people in identifying the need, planning, implementing, monitoring, and evaluating the development, any development work is called people's participation. People's participation in development reduces the cost of the project, makes the development project sustainable, avoid possible corruptions, and create an amiable atmosphere or environment to distribute the fruit of development equally. Furthermore, means and resources are utilized properly due to people's participation. It makes people responsible, controls irregularities, and ensure timely completion of the work or the project. So people's participation is regarded as one of the best means of socio-economic transformation. Now come to next point, peace. Peace is the absence of conflict, violence, terror, war, etc. in the society. In peaceful environment, people feel that their lives and properties are secured. In the presence of peace, people develop mutual cooperation and consciousness. Peace environment unites the society or the people. Peaceful environment in the society unites the people for the development. Positive and creativity are inevitable for the progress and prosperity of the society. Now come to the infrastructures of development. So I am going to explain some of the points regarding it. First of all, I'll discuss about education. Education is the process of imparting knowledge and skill. It is the lifelong process of learning physical, mental, social, cultural, and moral development. When a country have a educated manpower, then we can use in various sectors of development. Educated manpower are creative and innovative. They are disciplined and responsible towards their duty. The developed countries in the world are developed because of educated manpower. The educated people not only get employment themselves but also create employments for others. Now come to health services. It is one of the important infrastructure of development. Healthy manpower can do more physical and mental labor. They can play a crucial role for the development of a country. According to World Health Organization (WHO), health is a state of complete physical, mental and social well-being, not merely an absence of disease or infirmity. The definition mentions that health is not only the good physical and mental condition but also sound social adjustment. A country cannot be developed with healthy manpower. If a country has healthy manpower, then they can contribute towards the development of the country as well as development of the individual or the society also. Now come to next point, that is communication. Communication is the process of exchanging ideas and views, knowledge, message, etc. from one person to another person. It plays a vital role in the development process of a country. Communication has direct relation with the development of agriculture, industry, trade, service and so on. It makes human life easier and comfortable. The modern age is considered as the information technology, IT. The development of advanced means of communication has changed the world into a global village, a small village. We can sit in a corner and we can talk with our relatives, our friends within the world. Now come to next point, electricity. Electricity is the source of energy. It is an integral part of human life. It is used for various purposes such as to operate machines in industries, to run means of communication, to do various domestic works. Electricity makes our daily work easier, faster and comfortable. So it is one of the most necessary or important part for development. Electricity also can be generated from various sources such as water, wind, solar energy, petroleum, biogas, nuclear power, etc. In case of Nepal, Nepal is second richest in water resources in the world, so it will be very cheaper for Nepal to produce hydroelectricity for the development of the country. Now come to next point, transportation. Transportation is the process to carry goods and people from one place to another place. Transportation plays an important role for the socio-economic development of a country. Because of transportation only, the mobility of goods and people from one corner to another corner has been possible. Suppose if we produce goods, then we need to sell it in the market, so we need transportation. Suppose we have industries, we need raw materials. We need raw materials to be carried through lorries, so we need transportations. Without transportation, it is impossible to develop a country. Roadways, ropeways, railways, airways, waterways are the different modes of transportation. Nepal is a mountainous and landlocked country with the majority of the people of medium level of income, so roadway is the suitable mode of transportation in Nepal. Now come to drinking water. Water is one of the important basic needs of people. We can survive without food for some days, but we cannot survive without water for a day. Drinking water refers to the water that we use for cooking, drinking, washing, bathing and for other such works or domestic purposes. Clean and pure drinking water helps to make good health. If the sources of water are polluted, then the people living in that locality will deteriorate their health conditions. That means they cannot participate in the development of individual, society, or the country. So we need pure and clean drinking water to remain healthy, so that we can all hand to hand work together for the development of the country and can make a new Nepal. Thank you very much for watching my video. If you like it, please do subscribe, like and share my video, so that I will be encouraged to upload my next video. Thank you so much.